I'm Sheila Bingaman. I am a member of the Des Moines Women's Club, the Board of Directors, and I am here today with Emma Runde. Emma is the Annual Giving and Marketing Manager of the Foodbank of Iowa. And we're going to spend a little time with Emma and learn a little bit more about the food bank. And I'd first of all like to turn it over to Emma to introduce our video.
Yeah.
Emma?
Hi everybody. Like Sheila said, my name's Emma, and I'm happy to be here today. I wish you were here at the Food Bank of Iowa with us, but what you're going to see is a virtual tour of our Des Moines facility. You wouldn't believe the space that we have here at the Food Bank of Iowa unless you were here. Someday, I promise, you guys will get to come and we can do this tour in person. It really tells the story of what we do here at the Food Bank of Iowa and how we feed Iowans not only in our community here in Des Moines, but across our 55 county service area.
Welcome to the Food Bank of Iowa. Today you're touring our main office and distribution center located at 2220 East 17th Street in a light industrial district in Northeast Des Moines. We're thrilled to have you here. Behind this simple facade, you'll find 33 employees hard at work and 55,000 square foot of dry cooler and freezer storage space. We have another facility in Ottumwa, which houses 7 employees and provides another 35,000 square foot of safe food storage space. A total building redo completed in 2018 remedied 40 years of deferred maintenance. Today we have a clean, well-lit, and efficient facility. As you enter Food Bank of Iowa, you notice immediately a friendly and inviting environment with organized workspaces and convenient conference rooms. With collaboration and creativity as core values, the office area was designed to be an open space, inviting two-way communication and innovative problem solving. On any given day, you'll find Food Bank of Iowa team members putting their heads together to devise new and effective approaches to serving food insecure Iowans. And the coffee pot is always on. We have a spacious boardroom with lots of natural light and current technology. Prior to COVID, we hosted many off-site corporate and community groups at this expansive nationwide donated conference table, and we hope to open our space up again soon. We invite you to bring your work team for a planning session and stay afterward to volunteer. The Mary and Doug Bruce Kitchen serves as our employee lunchroom, all-staff meeting room, and has hosted numerous cooking demonstrations and community meetings. With a grease trap installed below, we may make commercial use of the kitchen in the future. A separate entrance allows this space to be used independently nights and weekends. As you enter our volunteer space, you first see the Polk County Project Center, where we host families volunteering with children and other small groups. This is a perfect space to assemble bags of food for our backpack program, which provides weekend nutrition for over 5,400 children every Friday, every week of every school year. Once registered, volunteers proceed through this door into the Wellmark Volunteer Center. Volunteers bag produce purchased in bulk, such as potatoes, carrots, onions, apples, and oranges, into family-sized portions. They sort donated food into like-kind boxes and assemble emergency food bags, among many other necessary tasks. Food Bank of Iowa sources free and reduced-cost nutritious food, about 1.5 million pounds per month. 42% of our food is donated, 43% is government-provided, and about 15% is purchased. Much of this must go to the Wellmark Volunteer Center to be processed by volunteers. More than 1,000 volunteers pitch in every month to help put dinner on their neighbors' tables. The Community Foundation Clean Room allows us to accept large donations of bulk food. In this sanitary space, volunteers break down tons of bulk product into family-sized packages. Whether it's garlic powder, brown rice, or Barilla pasta, this room provides a huge return on investment. And volunteers get to wear gowns, in addition to the standard gloves and face masks. Food Bank of Iowa follows numerous food safety standards in the 55,000 square foot nationwide distribution center. Donated and USDA food is supplemented with purchases of canned fruits and vegetables, peanut butter, soup, cereal, and pasta sauce in large quantities, purchased by the semi-truckload and stored by the pallet, racked all the way to the roof. People who suffer from food insecurity are likely to have carb-rich and calorie-heavy diets which are cheap and filling. We know our clients need better access to lean proteins and fresh produce. Our massive freezer and cooler are also racked to the roof and chock full of meat, eggs, milk, and fresh produce. Foodbank of Iowa operates a fleet of 9 trucks and 2 vans, all of which are equipped with refrigerated boxes to make certain food is transported safely at proper temperatures. Our trucks cover 30,000 square miles, delivering much-needed nutrition to 625 partner agencies in 55 Iowa counties, all the way up to the Minnesota border, down to Missouri, and over to Illinois. Partner agencies include food pantries in church basements and public schools, homeless shelters, daycare centers, boys and girls clubs, and human services organizations. A typical food pantry looks a lot like a small-town grocery store. They order items from Foodbank of Iowa by the case and display individual food items on retail shelving to allow client shopping. Most of the folks we serve have a roof over their heads, a high school education, and are working 1 or more jobs, but just can't make ends meet, let alone save for education, retirement, or an emergency. Until Iowans are assured a living wage, affordable housing and daycare, and access to mental health care, food insecurity will remain an issue, and Foodbank of Iowa will be here to help.
Emma, thank you so much. That was a really interesting video, but I noticed one phrase in there, and that is food insecurity. Could you tell me a little bit more about food insecurity, and maybe give me an example of what it means to be a child in a food insecure household?
So, the difference between food insecurity and being hungry. When you're hungry, you maybe just need to eat something. You need dinner. You need a snack. You got the tummy grumbles. When you're food insecure and you're experiencing hunger, it's a longer lasting situation you're in. It is the lack to enough nutritious and access to food. So it means you don't know maybe where your next meal tonight is coming from. You might not know where your next meal for the rest of the week is coming from. You don't have a reliable source, whether it's income or physical access to food, to get the proper nourishment you need to live a healthy, active life. When you are a child who is experiencing food insecurity, it's not only detrimental to you now. I mean, you think about as adults, when we're hungry. Myself, I get the hangry, I get the grumpies when I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
And so do kids. But when they're little and they're in school, it's really that crucial time for them to learn and grow mentally and physically. So when they don't have the access to that food, it really sets them behind for learning and their education and their physical development in the future. It can even lead to mental health issues and things like diabetes and other health concerns when they become adults.
With the COVID-19 pandemic, has the makeup of your clientele, the people who have food insecure families, has that changed?
It has changed in the sense it's been amplified and it has grown. The same people that we've seen before who were needing access to food assistance, we're still seeing them, but we're seeing more people, and we're seeing people who have never had to ask for help now.
So has food insecurity, has it increased or decreased?
It has increased for sure. It's hard to get good concrete numbers at this point. Prior to COVID-19, in our service area, we served about 175,000 Iowans.
Wow.
A year, it was a big number to start. But we know that since then, those numbers have doubled, And for households with children, those numbers have tripled. So we're seeing a lot more people in need of food assistance.
Wow. Back last December, the Women's Club donated $1,000 to the food bank. What was done with that money?
Stayed right here in Des Moines to help provide meals. One thing that's really awesome about donating to the food bank is we're able to stretch that dollar. And with $1, we can provide up to 4 meals.
Wow.
So that $1,000 went to provide 4,000 meals here in our community, which, you know, you talk about bang for your buck, but really, really, truly, it allowed us to, you know, make sure that, you know, kids and families here in our community were able to get access. And that food went to our programs, like our school pantry programs here in the metro area, and our backpack programs, and even allowed us to purchase food that our pantry partners in the community had access to get.
What is your backpack program? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, our backpack program, it is quite a popular program. It's nationwide. It was started over 15 years ago by Feeding America to help provide food for children, school-age kids, on the weekends. You think about it, you know, those kids who maybe are on free and reduced lunch or need extra food or help during the week, they're going home and maybe don't know how they're going to eat that weekend. So the backpack program is a little sack of food, and it has several items that the kids can eat and prepare themselves over the weekend. It has things like entrees, like an Easy Mac. It's got fruit cups, shelf-stable milk and cereals, and some snacks that can get them through, so when they go to school on Monday, they're ready to learn.
Great. Are there times of year when the need is more critical than other times, or does it continue throughout the year?
You know, it does continue throughout the year, but we see, especially for kids in the summertime, that need is definitely increased with kids home from school. You know, we've definitely experienced that in the pandemic, you know, with kids home from school almost for a year now. And that summertime is definitely a big concern of ours for kids. And then as the seasons turn colder and when it's freezing out, we see more need for that. We see people who are struggling, maybe deciding, am I going to pay my heat bill this month that's high? Am I going to put gas in my car, or am I going to get groceries?
Wow. Well, hard decisions for some people.
It is.
What are the misconceptions you see as far as the clients of the food bank or of your partner organizations?
You know, I think people who are receiving food assistance or someone you might think of as a hungry person, you might think of them as someone who's homeless, someone who's not working, you know, doesn't have a job, someone who's really poor. You might even get, you know, a stereotypical image in your head of someone on the street corner asking for money. And that's not who we're seeing.
Okay.
You know, we're helping all kinds of people, whether they're homeless or have a home, but also whether they have a job or not. Actually, there's quite a few of our clients do have a job, or they do have some sort of employment. So it's, you know, the issue is not, you know, being poor, not having money, but it's, do you have enough money? You know, are you making enough to be able to support your family? And we see a lot of people aren't. But we're also serving senior citizens, you know, who live on limited incomes, and veterans who also are living on limited incomes, and those who have disabilities too.
Great, great. One more question.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a gardener. I love to garden. I have surplus produce every August. Okay, I always have many more tomatoes than my neighbors even could. Do you accept donations of food like that, or from hunters, or what do you do with that?
We definitely do. In the summer times and in those months, we love getting donations of fresh produce. And that is something that here at the Food Bank of Iowa we can accept. We have a donation process. Always give us a call before you come and donate if you have questions, for our hours, or check our website. And or you can donate to your local food pantry as well. We can connect you with someone who's maybe in your neighborhood. They can always take fresh produce donations too.
Okay.
And we do take donations from hunters.
Okay.
We do get a lot of deer meat thanks to the Hush program. It's a huge source of protein for us, and our pantries really learn how to teach clients how to prepare venison and how to eat it. It's definitely a little bit of an acquired taste, but it's good when you do it right.
Oh, sounds great. Now, you mentioned call before you come. Can you
Yeah.
give us a telephone number or contact information?
Let me verify. 515-564-0330. I promise. I got a little pregnancy brain going on, you guys. You can also visit our website at Foodbank, Iowa spelled out, .org. So foodbankiowa.org.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for spending time with us today, Emma. We appreciate it and look forward to continuing to work with you.
Thanks, Sheila. Hope to see all you guys soon.
Thank you.